Hello everybody, very warm welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to this setup video. So we are at Greenlands, as you can see, and yeah, the plan is to get ourselves set up for my new challenge, the Organic Root Challenge, which is alongside fantastic farming simulator challenges Facebook page. So yeah, please go and check out the page. I've left a link in the description. But yes, Rusty Money Gaming has very kindly let me join in with this and set up a challenge. So the idea and premise of this challenge really is to become an organic farmer. Now, the challenge, as I said, is called Organic Root Challenge, and yeah, if you add the hashtag to any of your sort of Let's Plays, then you'll get seen a little bit easier. But the idea is this challenge is to become an organic potato and sugar beet farmer. Now, all the description and rules and various goals of the challenge are in the description and will be on the Farming Simulator Challenges Facebook page. And also, hopefully, I'll get that onto Rusty Money Gaming's Discord and my Discord as well. And yeah, you'll be able to get all that information there. All the links are below. The challenge, as I said, is to become an organic potato and sugar beet farmer. So no herbicide, no liquid or mineral fertiliser is allowed on this playthrough and this challenge. You are allowed to use lime, as it is a natural lime, and the idea is that you're going to build up your farm from nothing but basic equipment, and the end goal is, amongst a couple of other things, is to make $1,500,000, pounds, euros, depending on what currency you're using. This can be played on any map. It doesn't necessarily have to be Greenlands, but I do recommend using a map that has small to medium fields, just because of the setup. I am in new farmer mode. The challenge is not really set up for multiplayer, but you could possibly do it. And yeah, with the seasons, we're going to start off with a 1 day. 1 day per month to start with for the first year, and then after that it's your choice whether you increase your days of the month. Gameplay mode is farm manager, hence the £1,500,000 pound starting amount. And yeah, we've got any mods are allowed apart from the not buy anything silos and government subsidies, so those two are not allowed. What I will say, I have recommended putting in a manure and slurry buy point if your map does not have that, and I have included a link to the one that I recommend for that in the description, and you'll see that when we set it up shortly. The economy is on normal, so if we just go into the menus, it's probably easier just to nip down these. So yeah, I've got my normal settings at the moment. Set timescale is at half just for the setup, but it will be times 5 after that. Economy's on normal, traffic's on, seasonal growth yes, days of the month 1 for the first year, and then when we move down to crop growth, etc., we're going to have crop destruction. I'm going to have crop destruction on. Stipulation of this is that you have crop destruction, lime and weeds on. Okay, so crop destruction is going to be on for me, as well as ploughing, as well as stones, but then lime and weeds must be on for this challenge. As we move down all the other ones, they're called all my personal settings. I personally do have the trailer fill limit on, so I'm going to keep that on. Fuel usage is normal, and I'm going to turn off all of these because they always cost a whole load of money. So that's all them. Just quickly check if there's anything else. Yeah, so if you're playing on FS19, then we'd like you to put your plant growth to slow, but on FS22 it doesn't really matter because it just goes with the seasonal growth cycles anyway. So here are the restrictions. So on this challenge, you have to have at least 50% of your fields that you own have to have a root crop growing in them. Any other crops that you do grow must also be organic. So 50% of them are root crops, potatoes or sugar beet, and then the rest, in addition, have to be organically grown, i.e. with manure and slurry as your fertilisers. There's going to be no field work in the rain, but you may fast forward time to get past the rain. And like I said before, the time dilation is a maximum of ×5, and you can only sleep after 6 p.m. Like I said, you can skip through the rain, but that's the only time that we can go above ×5. Leasing is allowed on this challenge, but it's got to be for a specific job. So if we are, for instance, windrowing and baling and wrapping for silage, then you can lease all of those bits of equipment, but once that job is done, you then have to return that equipment if you want to start a different job with leased equipment. You have unlimited loans on this challenge, but the stipulation is you must pay off a minimum of £5,000, euros, every in-game month, and the loan has to be fully paid off to complete the challenge. Let's move on to the setup of this challenge then. So we obviously have our 1,500,000 budget to start with, and as you can see, my money's gone down a little bit because I've purchased a couple of fields, or purchased some land. So if I go into here, what I have done, the starting farm, if you come on new farmer, is here, and obviously it's quite a big farm and it is worth quite a lot of money, and you could by all means start on that, but it's going to eat into a huge amount of your budget, so 849 there. So what I've done is I've purchased the one down here. So this farm's a little bit smaller, so it still contains 3 fields, so 3 good sized fields which are all grass at the moment, and also has a sheep and cow pasture in it as well, and a manure heap as well. So we've got a good start there really for the various things that we need for this farm. And then what the other thing is that you need to do is purchase one other field. So what I've done is I've purchased this field up here, field 51, for £123,500, and in this field we have sugar beet already growing, which is absolutely great. Now the next part of the setup for this is I would like you to put in a sugar factory if there is not one already on your map. So on this map there is no sugar factory, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one in. To do that I need to purchase a plot of land. Now I've earmarked a couple of places. I could put it on a plot down here and start developing this area down here, but I think what we're going to do just to keep the cost down a little bit is I've found a couple of smaller fields around here just near the grain mill, so I think we're going to purchase plot 69. Plot 69 comes with a couple of barns as well, which is quite handy, so that's 57,000 for that, so I'm going to buy that. Okay, and then what we're going to do, we'll just nip across to there so we can see it. There we go, so that's the grain mill there. So if I nip over here and try and jump over the hedge, there we go, and jump over this gate, there we go. So we are now into our plot here, so as you can see, yeah, there's the plot down there. So yeah, so it's this area here that we can now build our sugar factory on, and also we're going to put in our manure and slurry buy points as well. So if I just quickly show you on here what they are, and then what I'll do is I'll quickly do that off camera, and then you'll magically have your sugar factory here once it's done. So let's have a quick look. So productions, oh, there we go. So the sugar mill's there, quite a big hefty building, but yeah, we can certainly get that in here somewhere. Yeah, we'll probably put it around here somewhere actually, and then yeah, it's also in productions. If we go along, we have this as well. We've got the liquid manure tank and the manure heap. So these can be placed as well. So you need to place those 3 items, so the manure heap, the slurry tank and the sugar mill, if you don't have them already on your map. If you already got them on your map, that's all good. Yeah, just keep them there. Make sure you buy into the production chain of the sugar mill. And then what you're going to do is, we're going to purchase our equipment after that. So let me just get this all set up. We'll have a quick look at it and then we'll move on to the equipment. And as if by magic, we have our things in place. So if I just jump into here, you'll be able to see it from overhead. So we've got our sugar mill in. I've obviously done a bit of landscaping. So that is our drop-off point just in here. And we're going to have to reverse into there just for a bit more of a challenge. And here is our sort of pickup point for any sugar that's produced. So that's that. I will add more stuff into this over time. Obviously I'm quite conscious of how much money I've got left, so we'll maybe do a little bit more landscaping on that, and add in bits and bobs as we go along. But I have added in some trees and obviously some lighting as well. Over here we have our manure purchasing point there, and again I'll probably do a little bit more landscaping with that. And tucked around the back of the sheds here, we have our slurry purchasing point as well. So we've got our 2 purchasing points for our manure and our slurry, and then we've got our sugar mill in situ. So that's that. Right, next job then is to go over to the stores. Go over here. There we go. And we're going to purchase our equipment. Right, here we go. So, I have purchased all the equipment that I am allowed to get from the start of my challenge. So, I am allowed to buy 1 medium tractor. So, the medium tractor I've gone for is the Massey Ferguson AS. And within that tractor, you are allowed to get a front loader and forks and weight as optional. So, if you want to go and get those things, you can do. We have front loader tractor, medium sized tractor, ready to go. You also need to purchase a potato planter, so I've gone for the Grimmy GL420, which is the smaller one of the 2. So we've got that. Quite an expensive bit of kit, but I've got to go with that. Then you need a pickup flatbed trailer. So I've gone for the TLX 2020. And we've gone for that in a nice green colour, and I've gone for the Bachmann flatbed trailer. So that's our trailer and pickup. Then for the sugar factory stroke manure area, that your sort of factory point, then you have to have a telehandler, front loader, or wheel loader. It is up to you which one you choose, and that must have a bucket and a set of forks as well for it. So I've gone for the Varicine electric one, just so we can go with a bit more greenness and get some more organic net zero farming going on, despite the huge engined TLX. So that's gonna make its way up to the sugar factory. I've also gone for a lime spreader, so the lime spreader is going to be used exclusively for lime. So I've gone for the Kuhn Axis, again a modded version here, and I've gone for the full capacity with all the bells and whistles on that one. Then we move on to our other planter, which is our we've gone for the Kuhn in-game planter. 6 meters maximum that can be, so you can only go for 6 meters maximum with that. Okay, and then we've got a cultivator. So I'm going to leave this up to you, but I've gone for a 6 meter cultivator to start with, and that is the Amazon Catros. It's just recently come out as a mod, and actually you can convert this into a slurry distributor as well, so I thought that'd be quite a good purchase to get. And then finally up to you whether you go for slurry or manure first. I've gone for slurry, and we've gone for the Garant. Again, this is modded, so this is a Coated Garant PT 16,000. So this has 16,000 litre capacity and has a 30-metre working boom on it. So yeah, quite a good size spreader. So that is all our equipment. That is that's what you have to purchase to start with, and nothing else. And then now I've got all the things purchased, I need to reduce my money down to 100,000 through the leasing and giving back. If you've not seen that before, if you go into here and select an item, if you need to reduce it by a lot, then the bigger items are better. So if I wanted to get rid of a lot of money, I could lease that and give it back, and I'd lose 43,000. So I'll do that just now with this one, because that will then bring my money down to that. Then I can do it again. Yeah, I think I can. Yeah. There we go. And that's brought me down to 101. And then what I can do is find something a bit cheaper. So something like that. Yeah. And then and then finally something like that. There we go. So that's all them leased. Now if I go back into there and go down to my leased items, just return all that. Ta-da! I am down to my just under 100,000. So yeah, as close to 100,000 as you get, but no more than that. If you've bought all your equipment and you're less than 100,000, well, that's what you start with. So final bit then, and yeah, this is the goals of the challenge. All right, so we have our first goal for the first stage is to build up our land, and then own enough animals to allow you to fertilise your fields with your own manure and slurry. So you need to be self-sufficient with manure and slurry. So to start with, you can use the buy point over there and purchase all the stuff from the buy points that you set up, but the first stage, you want to be fully self-sufficient with regards to your slurry and manure production for your fields, and then obviously building up your fields as you go along. As I said before, 50% of your fields need to be a root crop, potato or sugar beet. The rest you can do whatever you want in them. So if you need to build up grass and straw for cows, for instance, then obviously your other fields can do that. Once you've got you're self-sufficient with manure and slurry, then the final part of stage 1 is to purchase one additional plot of land and create your own sugar beet and potato processing storage area anywhere on the map. So obviously there's a few mods out now, so there's root storage solutions galore out of the placeable buildings, plus there is also the sugar beet factory as well, which will clean sugar beet and allow you to sell them for a higher price. So there's lots of options out there within the production chains to do something like that. Once you've done those things, that is stage 1 complete. After that we move on to stage 2, and stage 2 is really more about expansion and the end game. So what we'd like you to do is own either of the self-propelled Grimmy potato or sugar beet harvesters. So these are these ones up here. So we've got the beet one, so we've got the Grimmy one here, the Rexor 6300, which is £471,500. And then in potato technology, again, I've got the modded one here as well, but you could go for the Ventor 4150, which is £600,000. Okay, so you need to purchase one of those, and then also on top of that, I'd like you to purchase one of the self-propelled slurry machines, and yeah, depending when you're playing this challenge, maybe there will be a self-propelled manure spreader that will come out. We did have a trike in FS19, so something like that might come out, but I'd like you to purchase one of them. So one of the potato or sugar beet harvesters and one of the self-propelled slurry spreaders. Okay, and then yeah, once you've purchased them, I'd like you to finish off by generating another, well, started off with the amount you finishing with the amount you started off with. So I'd like you to make £1.5 million into your bank account and have paid off all your loan. So that is the end goal. Now obviously there is stuff coming out on Farming Simulator all the time, new mods, new things, so there may be a few changes here and there as we go along, and I will update you as we go along. The biggest thing which is coming out very very soon, as of today, which is the 18th of March, next month, start next month, we will have precision farming coming into the mix, and yeah, I will be adding that into my challenge. Again, it is optional for you guys, so if you don't want to add precision farming, that's fine, but I will be adding it into my Let's Play and into my challenge. So that is everything, that is all of it. So we've covered all the equipment, we've covered the startup, getting all your land, and yeah, as I said, all the descriptions and everything else are within the description of this video, so have a look. And don't forget to check out the Farming Simulator Challenges Facebook page and Rusty Money Gaming's fantastic Discord channel and his community. We will see you for episode 1 pretty shortly. Actually, I'm going to record that straight off the back of this. I'm going to get all this equipment put away and put in the right places, but hopefully you've enjoyed this setup video. If you have done, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please do, and if you want to share or comment on anything about this challenge and any questions you have on it, please get in touch and I will let you know. We will see you very soon for the first episode of the Organic Root Challenge, and we'll see you there. All the best.